You know the creators of this movie got lazy when, the title was just Batman Returns. I mean, they couldn't call it something else like Batman, the Night of Vengeance or something like that. I don't know. Hey everybody, this is David and today I'm going to be talking about Batman Returns. And this is the movie starring Michael Keaton back as the Caped Crusader, Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman, Danny DeVito as the Penguin, Christopher Walken as Max Schreck, and it's, of course, directed by Tim Burton. And this movie, in my opinion, is the best Batman movie from that era of Batman. This is like before Christopher Nolan came along and took it to the next level. I feel that this is the Batman movie that was the best from the Tim Burton, Joel Schumacher era of Batman. And I'm going to tell you why right now. First of all, we got to talk about Michael Keaton once again. Such a great performer, such a great actor. And in the role of Batman, he knocks it out of the park. It's just his Bruce Wayne, to me, seems a little weird. He's not... I feel in this movie, though, he got to play a little bit of the billionaire playboy role, especially in that scene where he goes to that meeting to Max Schreck. That's something we kind of get an idea of Wayne Enterprises, and they're negotiating, I guess, with other companies, right? And we also see him at that charity benefit that Max Schreck runs later in the film. And so that was actually a little bit nice for the film to showcase that side of Bruce Wayne. Where the first movie, he did have that benefit early in the first movie, but I feel there wasn't enough of that. And even in this movie, there's still not enough of that. And when he's with other people, he's really an awkward guy. And I just feel that kind of draws attention to people. Like, this guy could be Batman. But at least he wasn't like hanging upside down this time, which is something he did in the first film while him and Vicky Vale were sleeping together. And then during the night, he decides to hang up upside down like a bat while, sleeping. And so I'm glad there wasn't that stuff again. I did love Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman. And to me, she's right up there. Anne Hathaway was great too. But Michelle Pfeiffer... It's a tough match, man, and she really knocks it out of the park and gives it her all, and definitely one of the best villains, I'd say, in a superhero film. Something that does bug me, though, about her character is how her character gets those powers, and not powers. It's not even powers. That's the thing that bugs me, and somehow when she gets pushed off a building by Max Schreck, she falls to the ground. Somehow she manages to survive. Who knows how many feet tall? I think it was like a 30 feet tall building. And these cats come out of nowhere and start biting her fingers and everything. It's like she's being possessed or something like that by cats. I don't even know what the heck that was all about. That's the Tim Burton part of the film, where Tim Burton really takes over, the weirdness of it all. And yeah, but other than that, the rest of the film, how once she becomes Catwoman, and even when she's Selena Kyle, it's a completely different character. I can believe that this character are two different characters, but it's still great performances all around from both of these two actors. So, and their chemistry, Batman and Catwoman's chemistry, is definitely spot on. They definitely got something there, and you love seeing that back and forth between them. Danny DeVito as the Penguin is, I'm going to admit, I am not a huge fan of the Penguin. As a matter of fact, I think Gotham, the TV series Gotham, has gotten me to appreciate Penguin a little bit more. But yeah, as a whole, I don't think I've ever been impressed by the Penguin. I did like Danny DeVito's performance, but the Penguin as a whole, I was just never into. So I just found the character kind of disgusting in this film. But I think he worked for the film because Tim Burton's style made it work. But a lot of people even say this is not really the true Penguin from the comics. And to me, that doesn't matter, as long as I'm enjoying the movie and the characters. And I think Penguin is okay in this film. He's definitely one of the better versions of that character. So I'll give him that much. We also have Christopher Walken as Max Schreck, who is this industrial kind of guy. He owns a chemical plant, and he's very shady, especially when he starts making deals with the Penguin and starts getting him up there to be mayor. You know, he's helping Penguin become the mayor of Gotham. And this guy is up to no good, clearly. He also has some issues with Selina Kyle, aka Catwoman, who wants to kill him. So he's an interesting character. For a character that's not even based in the comics, he's an interesting character for an original character, which is something that a lot of these movies kind of miss out once in a while. So it's cool to actually see Tim Burton making interesting characters, but that's what he's always been good at. He's always been good at making these original, unique characters. When you watch movies like Edward Scissorhand or Big Fish or Beetlejuice, you know, there's a lot of great, interesting original characters there. So I'm not surprised that we get an original character for a Batman movie as well. Just like the last Batman movie, I feel the art direction in this movie is very fun to look at. I love Tim Burton's style of Gotham City. I love the style of his characters, the costumes. Everything in this movie really looks fun to watch and unique to watch. I also have to give props to Danny Elfman, who did the score for the film. I think the Batman score from these two films, this one and Batman and the last Batman movie, are just as iconic as the Christopher Reeve Superman score that John Williams did in the first film and carried on through the other Superman films. Yeah, I mean, you can't go without thinking of that score for Batman. I mean, it matches him completely. I think when the Danny Elfman music disappeared, I don't think that tarnished the Batman films, because I think Hans Zimmer did his own unique score and made it work for that trilogy. But for Tim Burton's films, it definitely worked here. Other than that, guys, I think I'm going to give Batman Returns an 8 out of 10. It's definitely my favorite Batman movie of the Tim Burton Schumacher era, and I think it's definitely worth watching, especially if you're a Batman fan or even just a Tim Burton fan. I think a lot of people can agree that this feels more like a Tim Burton movie than even the last one did. So if you really like his style of film and his art, you will love this film, I think. It's definitely up there with his best, in my opinion. So I guess that's it. I think I'm done. And the next Batman movie I'm going to be talking about is Batman Forever. But the next movie I'm going to be talking about is Superman 3. So stay tuned for that, guys. Subscribe to my channel. Like this video if you like this review. And if you didn't like it, like this video anyways, because that's always cool. And follow me on Twitter, because I have that and I talk about movies all the time and my favorite TV shows, such as Arrow, The Flash, and Gotham. And I'm at iCrazyDavy. I'll put all that stuff in the description box, so there you go. And I made a playlist, by the way, for all this Batman, Superman videos that I've done through the years, because I am a huge superhero fan, and if I had to pick my top two favorite superheroes of all time, it is Batman and Superman. So I made a playlist to combine all the videos that I've done for those two characters, whether it's on separate videos or if they're I'm talking about them on the same video, because obviously, as you know, Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice is coming soon. That's why I'm doing these reviews. And until next time, guys, take care.